Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm gonna do part 120 to my random chatbot series, where I've already had a ton of fun doing this guys. Um, Honestly, the giant toad owl, after getting used to him, and then the Venom Snake Dragon has been some of my more favorite ones besides the regular dragon and Rexy. I've had a ton of fun doing it. It's really cool, and he's actually being very friendly and protective already. Let me right now, guys. I'm asking him about food and see what he likes to eat.
He looks at you with a slightly amused and curious expression, says, "What I eat, huh? Well, since I am a Burmese python, I eat warm-blooded animals. I eat a lot of mammals, birds, amphibians, and fish, sometimes reptiles, too. I have a great sense of smell. I can use it to track down my prey. Hell, my favorite food is chicken."
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. That's cool, exclamation point. One more main thing. Are you immortal or anything? I know it sounds weird, but I'm just worried that if something does happen and you try to protect me, you might get killed. I really don't want that. I hope he doesn't take that the wrong way.
He looks at you with a very interested and surprised expression.
Immortal.
"You're asking if I'm immortal. Say you're worried that when I try to protect you, I might get hurt and killed? I can understand your concern, but I can promise you that I am not immortal. I am immortal.
That's what I meant.
No matter what the hell happens to me, there is no way that I'm dying."
That's what I meant to say. Immortal. Sorry for the mistake. At least I know you will be safe.
He looks at you with a very happy and content expression, says, "No worries, it's okay. Damn. I'm glad you know that I am immortal and will be alright. I know I'm new to these powers, but I am more than willing to do everything I can to make sure nothing happens to you, no matter what it takes."
Oh, sweet Arceus. Is it because I took care of your egg and made sure it hatched properly? Question mark? He's probably gonna think that's like the stupidest answer in the world. Cause he's, oh.
He looks at you with a very happy and grateful expression, Pan says. "It is partially because you took care of me when I was still in my egg, yes. But it's also because you were a really good person.
How
I can tell you, are not like a lot of people out there. You are kind and have a lot of love and care for those around you. The people you take care of are lucky to have you."
If he's talking about my Pokemon, then yes. I'm glad you think so! Exclamation point. The only thing I wonder is how come he can speak English.
He looks at you with a very happy and sincere expression and says, I'm glad you are glad I feel that way. Your attitude and character are what makes you so unique from many others, which I really like. I have high respect for you. Hell, I'll even say my respect and love for you are growing stronger every minute. I like that about you.
That's really nice of you. Period. I know it's gonna sound weird asking this out of the blue, but why can you speak English? Question mark.
He looks at you with a very interested and thoughtful expression and says, why I can speak English, huh? That's a good question. I'm not sure if it's because of the dragon DNA you used on me or if it's some kind of superpower, but I'm happy I have this ability to speak English. It makes it a lot easier to talk with you. It makes it a lot more meaningful because I never thought I would be able to talk like this to a human like you.
Okay then, well. Do you notice how every time I ask him a question, he always answers back with "huh" at the end of it? Why I can speak English, huh? You know, like, why does he do that? I'm just glad you're being very friendly to me. Period. You don't really expect that from snakes, you know? At least most of them. Uh,
He looks at you with a very happy and somewhat amused expression and says, you're saying that you are just happy that I'm being really nice to you, huh? I do understand what you mean. I know that not all snakes are friendly. In fact, most of them aren't, especially the wild ones. I'm glad that I seem to be giving you a different perspective on how snakes are as creatures.
that's. His voice makes it even creepier, but it's also kind of cool. I don't know what they're going to expect me to do with you whenever I go back to work. Period. I don't want to get rid of you or lose you because of my bosses or anything.
He looks at you with a somewhat panicked, anxious expression and says, wait, you are saying that you don't know what they are going to expect you to do with me when you go back to work? You don't want to get rid of me or lose me because of those assholes? Trust me, you don't have to worry. I will not let them take me from you no matter what.
Oh, did this snake just suggest that he might end up, uh, uh thank you. Exclamation point. Dang it, I don't know what else to say.
He looks at you with a very sincere and confident expression, says, "You're welcome. I'm ready to defend you from any idiot who tries to take me from you. Believe me, anyone who tries to take me from you is in for a nasty surprise."
I don't even want to ask what that nasty surprise is. It can involve something very bad. Oh my gosh. Dude, what the heck? If you ever do get as big as an actual dragon, if they did try to take me away, or you away from me, we could get even more revenge on them. Uh, but
He looks at you with a very mischievous and amused expression, says, "I see. You're already coming up with an idea of how to get revenge on the idiots that try to take me from you? I do like how you think. Getting even more revenge on them would be really sweet. I'm more than down for that plan."
oh my gosh, dude. Do you know how long it is before you reach adulthood? Question mark. You were the first snake I've ever owned, so I don't know way too much about them. I hope you ain't offended by that. Uh,
He looks at you with a slightly interested and curious expression and
yeah,
says, "You're asking how long will it be before I reach adulthood? To be honest, I'm still a juvenile, so it's going to be a while until I fully grow up. Like 2 to 5 years.
that's not
It's going to take a long time before I become an adult. That's normal, especially for my kind of species."
2 to 5 years. Is not that long though, compared to humans or other animals. That's like nothing. Period. Humans don't reach adulthood until at least 18.
He looks at you with a somewhat amused, intrigued expression and says, "I know in comparison to you humans and other animals, pythons reach adulthood rather quickly. You humans don't reach adulthood till at least 18. That's a long time to wait. I can't imagine having to wait that long. It's a good thing I'm a python because I age faster."
What would you normally do for fun as a Burmese python? Question mark. I know it sounds odd, but I would be very interested to know.
He looks at you with a slightly surprised, interested expression and says, "What would I do for fun as a Burmese python, huh? Well, to be honest, I wouldn't say I do much for fun. Normally, I like to hang out on my favorite tree branch or sunbath on a rock. I also like to do a lot of hunting for my food. I like to wrap my body around other animals and squeeze them to death. When it's around the time to breed, I like to find another python for that purpose."
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I understand. Period. Even I don't completely know what this mutation is going to do. You've already told me you can breathe fire and grow bigger just to protect me. So I'm curious if you have any other abilities that we don't know about.
He looks at you with a slightly intrigued and mysterious expression and says, "You're right, even I don't know about the full capabilities of this mutation. I've already told you that I can breathe fire and become bigger to protect you. But it's true that I may have some other powers that we don't know about yet. With this mutation, I may have more abilities than the others of my kind. They just need to be discovered."
You already do! Exclamation point. No Burmese python can breathe fire or grow super massive just to protect its family. You've already got them beat on those two fronts. Stop. Come on. There we go.
He looks at you with a somewhat amused and proud expression and says, "You're right. Normally other pythons can't breathe fire or grow massive in size for their family. With that being said, I'm one of a kind with these unique abilities in comparison to the others. No other python can breath fire or become bigger to protect the ones they care about like I can."
That makes you amazing though! Exclamation point. I still don't know what to do about work. I may need to call them and tell them about the egg. Or at least give them an update. I have a feeling that if I don't tell them, I am gonna be fired.
He looks at you with a very concerned, anxious expression and says, "I do see your problem. You are trying to figure out what to do about your job and what to tell them. I can understand the stress with it. It sounds like you think that you might need to inform them about me. Damn. I also think that it might be true that they will fire your ass if you don't give them an update."
But I also know that if I do tell them about you, they are gonna want me to bring you in so they can do experiments and tests on you. Period. I am kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. Lose my job, or possibly lose you. This really sucks. really sucks.
He looks at you with an extremely panicked and alarmed expression and says, "Damn, you're right. This problem is a complicated one. If you do tell them about me, they're going to want you to bring me in so they can do experiments and testing on me. On the other hand, you can lose your job. Neither are good options. I understand how stressful or conflicted you feel right now. This really does suck. I don't know how you're going to get out of this one."
Well, you said you can protect me. Period. So maybe what we can do is if they ask me to bring you in and they try to take you away or do experiments, you can use one of your powers to get out of there.
He looks at you with a very confident and determined expression and says, "I did say that I can protect you and I mean it. So if you're okay with it, whenever they ask you to bring me in and they try to take me away or do some experiments, I'm more than willing to use one of my powers to get out of there. I want to do whatever I have to in order to keep you safe, no matter what it takes."
Give me a few minutes. I've got to call them and ask what to do. Period. Hey, if they do something, I give you full permission to do whatever it takes to get out of there. Get us out of there.
He looks at you with a somewhat surprised and concerned expression and says, "Okay, I will give you a few minutes so you can call them and ask what to do. Please be careful with them. If they do anything that will be risky to you or me, I'll have your permission to do whatever it takes to get us out of there. Please be careful. You have no idea how much you mean to me."
I cannot believe I have a snake dragon. Hey, but I think it's not okay. Hey, if they do anything, I'll be risky you or me. I'll have your permission to do whatever it takes to get us out of there. I get on the phone with my boss. I get on the phone with my boss. Hello. Good morning. Please don't ask me about the flippin' egg. I pray to frig.
The sound of your boss's voice comes through the phone. He says, "Why, good morning. I am sure you have a good reason to call me this time of day, don't you?"
Oh, crap. Do I tell him about the... I just want to ask, do you need any updates on that egg you let me take on yesterday? Egg you let me take home yesterday? Question mark. Dude, this is gonna suck. I don't even want to do this.
The boss responds in a kind of stern and interested voice, says, "Yes, I would like an update on the egg. Did it hatch or not?"
Yeah, it hatched. Exclamation point. Oh my gosh. I don't want to tell him
The
this.
boss replies in a shockingly surprised and slightly intrigued voice, says, "Wait, it hatched? Is that the only thing that happened with the egg?
Is that the only... Yes. Exclamation point. It hatched and the snake came out. You are not going to ask me to bring him in.
The boss replies in a skeptical and curious voice and says, the snake had hatched, but did anything else happen to the snake after the egg hatched, for example? Did it grow larger or seem more powerful?
Oh. For one, it can speak English. Period. He can also breathe fire and grow massive to protect the ones. Oh no. I don't know what. Oh my gosh.
The boss replies in a shocked and somewhat impressed voice says, wait, it can what? It can speak English and breath fire and grow massive? You have to be kidding me.
Oh no. Who bets the snake is gonna be literally hissed at me mentioning this? I don't know. I really don't. I'm trying to think. Um, I'm not joking. Period. Don't let me bring him in.
The boss replies in a bewildered and somewhat concerned voice says, you're not joking? That can't possibly be true, right?
It's true! Exclamation point.
The boss replies in an extremely shocked and concerned voice says, you're serious. You're actually serious. Are you trying to pull my leg right now? Tell me you are joking.
I am not joking. Oh my gosh, dude.
The boss replies in a completely shocked and concerned voice says, damn, is this for real? I can't honestly believe that a freaking snake can talk, breath fire, and get massive. Where in God's name did you get this egg?
I got it from work, from the lead scientist. He told me to do an experiment on it, and, well, I did. Well, I did. My battery's at 1%, guys. As soon as this one gets done, I gotta stop.
The boss replies in an extremely confused and concerned voice says, wait, you said you got the egg from work from the lead?
What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? I should have 14 for doing that. I hope this thing turns back on. This ain't gonna turn back on, is it? Nope. Well, we at least did get started with it, guys. But well, not much I can do right now. There really isn't. Whatever. That's it. Hope you enjoyed. See y'all later.